When Jessica Malone Patterson took over as the chair of the state Republican Party in 2018, they had just lost 7 congressional seats to Democrats, half the seats they held. This year, they just won 4 of them back.
In a presidential year here in California, it's not something that ever really happens. And we worked incredibly hard.
Those 4 seats are in Southern and Central California. And Patterson says it's not just the candidates. She's also encouraged by the way Californians voted on state propositions, shooting down a tax increase on commercial real estate, affirmative action, and rules for Uber and Lyft drivers, and holding on to cash bail.
All of them were pushed so heavily by California Democrats, and some of them were a very specific rejection of what this California legislature and what this governor has been trying to do to our state.
As Patterson is working to change the state, she's also changing the face of the state Republican Party, which has been perceived as older and white.
The list of first woman, first Latina, first mom, first millennial to be party chair. Talk me through how this party is changing and the perception of the party here in California.
Yeah, I think that's the right word to use, the perception. I've always been a part of an incredibly diverse Republican Party. And when you look at our new leadership, it doesn't end, those firsts don't end with me.
She points out that the California Republican Party board is now diverse, and it's translating into new energy. They raised $36 million in this election cycle with 24,000 new donors, and they registered 624,000 new Republicans. You might be surprised to know that this diehard Republican was raised by Democrats.
They always taught us about personal responsibility, taking care of the things that you need to take care of and not depending on anybody else to get things done. And it was really what they showed us more than what they were registered as that helped them to raise 5 Republican children.
Now she's raising her own children, 6 and 8-year-old girls, and she says that's made her even more determined to make a change at the state's highest level, taking aim at Governor Newsom.
With his orders that have shut down our economy, have kept our children from going to school, and have really kept Californians from thriving, I think that he has put himself in an incredibly vulnerable situation.
So 3 Republicans are talking about challenging Governor Newsom in 2 years. Former San Diego Mayor Kevin Faulconer, Major Williams, who's a Pasadena man who's already actively campaigning, and John Cox, who ran against him in 2018. But Democrats have the advantage. Governor Newsom won that last election in a landslide with 62% of the vote.